This is now one of my favorite saturation plugins. Today we're going to be talking about the Oven, designed by Maor Applebaum. Right off the bat, the UI is gorgeous. It's very clean. It's very simple. At first, it might be a little off-putting because of the parameter names. However, I was fortunate enough to have Maor Applebaum come into Riff Audio with the hardware and guide me through step by step as what each parameter does. The rad thing about this is that it has a bunch of presets to get you going. I used to use the decapitator on fucking everything. The Oven has so much more detail in between each step versus the decapitator that just kind of mangles things. This allows you to get a more complex saturation structure on all your sources. This is a band called Couch Surf. So I'm going to play a couple bars with it and then a couple bars without it. It's quite subtle in this example, but it really just breathes life into these drums. Let's go ahead and dive in a little bit deeper as to each parameter. The temp knob is going to dictate how hard you're hitting the drive circuit. So I'm going to give you guys a pretty drastic example. So not only can you hear a more rich saturation, but also a little bit of a level boost. Now, some of you, especially those working in hard music, might be thinking it's really subtle. However, you have this high or low temp feature. So check this out. With that high and low switch, you just get so many more possibilities. So now let's take a look at Cook. This is where it gets fucking crazy. Now the cool thing about Bake and Broil, which is this switch over here, it's going to dictate how the transients are being treated by the tube circuit. To me, it sounds like Bake is a little bit sharper as far as the transients go, and Broil is a little bit more rounded. Now this one's probably my favorite feature. It's called Electric versus Gas. Gives you even more gain to what the Cook feature can do. So for me, the electric sounds great. It's really tight. However, Gas is that nice, juicy analog thing that I love. I'm so stoked with. Just the temp and Cook, electric and Gas, give me that all day long. Low burn, mid burn, top burn, you guessed it, it's an EQ. Now, another cool thing that it has is this Bunsen feature. To me, it kind of sounds like a bell when it's off versus a shelf when it's on. In the bottom, you guys will see it says low burn type, mid burn type, and top burn type. It's changing the way it's saturating based on a frequency. This gives you just that much more flexibility. Now, Sizzle, it's kind of like the presence of the whole box. Now, I've been using this plugin quite a lot on drums, guitars, and vocals. If you have the Plugin Alliance subscription, go ahead and fuck with it. If not, go to Plugins Alliance and download this plugin. If you are fortunate enough and love the plugin, highly recommend you pick up the hardware. The plugin is maybe 60-65% of the actual sound the Oven provides. Shout out to Maor Applebaum for making a new tool that's fun and exciting. It's not just a recreation of something that we've already had. If you liked what you heard, DM me for booking.